hey, let's draw some infrastructure, mainly buildings and architecture, and a bit of logistics perhaps too. So first of all, if you what kind of buildings would you need? You need perhaps an office building, a classical office building. And this is super simplistic. It's not simple, but it's simplistic, I would say. Not like, it's just a box, I would say, with a flag on top, which often makes a building, and a big entrance, like a nice glass entrance. So that would be our business building, but that might be too flat for you. So you can draw that as well in a three-dimensional shape. What you do then, you do the first stroke on the side, you do one short stroke that is going slightly upwards, and then you go a longer way down, and then you do the final stroke downwards. You draw the bottom of that building, and perhaps you see it or not, you're nearly finished if you just enter this here with a line in between, and then having your entrance again and the same flag. So perhaps you see that you have a three-dimensional object now without understanding for perspective. That's why it's so powerful. You can do the same technique, for example, for skyscrapers. So normally you would draw skyscrapers perhaps in a very simple way, like a bar chart, like this, and you put as well like a flag on top, and you have your skyscrapers. If you want to make them in 3 dimensions now, you do the same thing. You drew one stroke down, you do that kind of upwards, downwards, one down, second building on the side, third building as well, like this. Draw the bottom, and then you draw the lines in between, like this. And all of a sudden, you have 3-dimensional skyscrapers. By the way, you can do the same thing again with, for example, a service later on, or a gift, and we will draw that together with an idea. But a last building that I find very helpful and useful is the production plant. So what you do is you draw first the line on the side, and then you draw these kind of windows that enable a lot of light in the building, and a chimney. And you have your classical production plant, again with a big entrance for the logistics. Speaking about logistics, we could draw a truck or something that is bringing our services or products to customers. And a truck, often we think too complex, but I think a truck is well done with a rectangle and a square, another square for the window, 2 at the back, 1 in the front, and you have your truck that's just driving, perhaps even around the world. So let me draw here a world. So you draw a circle, some random shapes, somewhere like for a continent and land here. And then I like to have this Saturn ring as well to indicate it's global delivery or globally connected. And that's how I would use different icons for logistics. You have the transportation, you have the different, not logistics, I meant infrastructure. You have the logistics, you have the different types of buildings, as well delivery around the world. And with that, we can continue in the next video with these kind of idea and product drawings.